Feroze Azeez, the joint CEO at Anand Rathi Wealth, joins in now. Feroze, the market looks like has got a booster shot after the US trade deal. How are you seeing the midterm, market momentum and also FIIs returning to the Indian market?
Good afternoon, Nisha. I think, of course, it is a booster. Any problem which languishes for long periods of time has a larger impact. If you see the true problem started isolating India, the problem for India specifically started on 1st of August. Of course, 7th of April is when the whole tariff turmoil started. But I think from 1st of August, we've almost finished about 6 months of uncertainty, right? Two sets of 25 were announced. Then we did Delhi May, we did some negotiations in October, November. The only positive sign which came in Davos, where Trump made some positive statements towards our prime minister, and then we see this having happened. So I think that's why I would consider the budget low and the subsequent days resultant move of the market because of this announcement as a turning point for the equity markets. What do you mean by turning point? Of course, turning point is an English word, so people might have different inferences. I personally think that creates a reasonable base. Can the markets go below that? Yes. Can they sustain below that? Very, very, very unlikely. So I mark that as a turning point in the equity markets underperformance globally, which India went through. And we are about 4-5% higher than that. But I think markets are markets. But I think gravity of the market is up, is what I've been telling for the full year. And Nifty has gone down to 22,000. So retail guys are making a lot of money. If you look at an SIP of last 1.5 years, they've made 8-10%. But HNIs have been telling when it's time to buy.
So the broader market now, Feroze, is outperforming the key indices, and there is a lot of buying also trickling in. Which are the areas in terms of strategy also for the market would you suggest are looking a lot more lucrative for a higher return in the near term?
I think relative performance between large cap and mid cap changes
Yes.
on a daily basis. If you're talking today, small caps and mid caps have outperformed. If you just go 2 days behind, they had actually got rogered when the broader headline numbers of Nifty were looking still prettier than the broader market. So stocks have been reasonably volatile, especially the lower free float stocks in the small cap segment. Even if their market caps are 30-40,000 crores, if they have low free float, they've swung a lot, and it's quite displeasing to see some 25-30,000 crore market cap stocks swinging 4-5% every day. So coming back, what should be the strategy? I think there is an equilibrium between all the three segments of the market, provided you have 2-3 years time frame. What do I mean by equilibrium? If there's an equilibrium, by which I mean small caps should outperform mid caps by a couple of percent, mid caps should outperform large cap by 1.5% on a compounded basis over a 3-year period. That's what equilibrium implies. And if that's the case, then you would have at least 55-60% of your money in large stocks and the residual in two different baskets
All
of
right.
mid and small.
So your commentary is sounding quite positive. Thank you so much, Feroze Azeez, for joining us right here on NDTV Profit.